Michelle from the University of Utah, and this is Lunchtime Learning. I'm going to put on an apron here. I got on grubby sweats, and I'm going to sit down for a minute, so I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Got an apron on. I'm going to roll up my sleeves because we're going to make a little bit of a mess. It's a good mess. It's a rainy, dreary day here in Salt Lake City, so I thought we could do a little bit of science magic and show you how you can turn this science experiment into a small motor activity for young learners. So let's get started. First thing I have is a variety of jars, and my first idea was that I would use this big empty applesauce jar, but it's plastic, and sometimes the food coloring we're going to use will stay on here, but this one you can dump when you're done. This is just a little jar I used, and this also worked because the lid was really tight. But I kind of like an empty jelly jar, and you might be thinking, oh, that looks a little bit small, but it isn't. You can really jam a lot of material in here, and I'll show you what we're going to use in a minute. What we're going to do is we're going to dye some macaronis. So your students, of course, will want to dump the macaroni in the jar. They'll want to do the little drops of food coloring, and of course, shake, shake, shake. So that's where it can get a little bit messy, and so watch. So I got some penny pasta at the food store. When I got home, I noticed it was gluten-free. Doesn't have to be. I don't know why that happened. So I'm going to put a handful of these little penny pastas, and I got the large kind, and you'll see why in a minute, in here. And for our, experiment today, I won't shake up a lot of them, but you could put as many as you want in there. So you can see in front of me right here, I have some red, blue, and yellow penny pasta that have been dyed, and they're just kind of on the newspaper here drying out. So what I'm going to do is I put them in here, and in the regular food coloring box I might make a green because I haven't used that, but I also have these neon colors, and so I kind of got excited about that. So let's see what we can do. Now the key ingredient here that's going to make the food coloring stick to the dry pasta is alcohol. Man, when I first tried this, I put so much alcohol in there, and you only need a couple drops. Even if you have it filled up really high, you only need a couple drops. This is powerful stuff. There you go. So I'm going to put that in. Ooh, keep your fingers crossed with the neon. I haven't tried that yet, so I don't even know what to use. All right, let's use this yellow greeny neon. Oops. There you go. Got it out of the box. So you need of course your kids will come up and want to do the drops with you, but you'll need a lot to make it dark. So I usually put about 20, 30 drops in, no matter how much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm calling somebody else to come up and do 10 more, 5 more. 7, 8, 9, 20. And the last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if it's too much or too little. It just kind of happens. And we'll see how it plays out. So we're going to put that over there and that over there. So put the lid on. Now here's where it gets a little shaky, and then pouring it out is where it gets a little bit messy. So, oh, look at that color. A couple more shakes just to be sure. All right, a couple other kids. Oh, I want to shake it. I like to shake it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna, the neon colors, they had me right there. First thing I usually do is I'm gonna dump this out and show you. I'll usually go right over to the sink or a bowl and take a lot of the excess off. If not, we're gonna be here forever waiting for these bad boys to dry. Okay, so then, look at that. That's a beauty. Okay, there we have it. We have some neon green that are getting ready to dry. Okay, we've got our neon green that's going to be drying right here. And here's some of the pasta I dyed a little bit earlier. So the first thing, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I'm pretty much a model magic freak, this air dry clay. So I'm just going to get a little ball of this. Just enough to use as a base. And here's where the small motor skills come in. I roll it into a ball. Just kind of a base. You could put it on a piece of cardboard right on the table. Model Magic's really, really good. I've tried a couple of things to see how we can sort our penne pasta, or I should say thread our penne pasta. These are small little shish kebab things, and they are sharp, so you could either cut it out and let the kids stick it in themselves or do it for them. So here's my base. I'm going to put a couple of these on here, maybe 2. And they come longer too, so they come in a couple different sizes. So then, here's where the small motor part comes in. Let's see if kids can thread. Ah, looks good to me. Now, I've seen this, but I've never really tried it. This is really thin spaghetti. You would need some really, really tight small motor skills to do this. So let's see how it works. Ooh, not bad at all. With all those different colors. So this is just one way that you can kind of juice up some small motor activity. Make it a little bit more fun. Add the magic of dyeing the pasta. Also, once you have lots of pasta dyed, something I've done with classes is to just bring in a great big salad bowl and throw all the pasta in there, and then kids can sort. They can sort by color. They can sort by the neon green and the dark green. However they want, broken pieces, larger pieces. Anyway, enjoy adding a little bit of magic to your small motor activities. Another fun activity along the same lines with small motor is you could have a big tub of all different color pom-poms and sizes. And here's where the small motor part comes in. Students pick them up with tongs and sort them by color or size, or put them in rows for patterns. But it's all good small motor practice. You could use the tongs to pick up the macaronis as well, although it would be a little bit tougher. Thanks for coming to Lunchtime Learning. See you next time.